Welcome back, friends. The next topic, converting text into the columns using a wizard here. A simple step there. Here is the example. We say that, there was a data which had last name followed by remaining name and followed by city. But if you look at it there, the length of each of the last name is different. For example, the first one, Mohapatra, happens to be, I think, around 9 characters, while the next one, called as Mahadik, is only 7 characters, and so on. So every surname has a different thing, but first thing, followed by that, there is a segregator, and which in Excel is called as delimiter as a comma. Followed by that, there are remaining names. Sometimes it's only one. For example, for the fourth row, you will find that the remaining name has only one thing called as Raju, which happens to be his first name. However, for the row which is third row, he had Dinesh and Chaitanya. So, he had first name as well as, middle name there. Followed by that, there is a hash. And finally, there is a, city name where this person is residing, but there is a hash sign before this. How do we go ahead and segregate this? Is very simple, friends. You need to select whole of the column or the data, whichever way you love. So you can go ahead and select this whole data if you wish only. Okay. Then take and go into the data, and you will find one thing called as a text to columns. In text to columns, you have multiple choices. The first one is delimited and second one is the fixed width. Remember, friends, if we take fixed width as a thing, I will just try to show you. Fixed width, and next, you'll find that, you need to mark the thing, saying that the first name is, surname is up to this, city is up to this, and so on. However, this is not useful for us because, here, the width of every field is separate. So this option is not relevant. The option called as delimited is useful. In delimited, you need to go to the next and it will ask you what is the delimiter, So for example, I have comma here, I know for sure. The moment I click comma, see, the moment I remove it in the preview, you'll find everything together. But if I press comma, you realize that comma which was there after the surname is now gone. And it is now replaced with a vertical line there. It says that I am going to take everything before this into the first column. However, the last part of the thing, which is a city with a hash sign, you put it into the other. In other, you can type whatever you believe, hash. Now you would realize in the preview, he has gone ahead and done the wonderful job there. Click on to the next. This option mostly you'll be giving general, but let's say that when you are actually taking the data and some of the data is, for example, date, then you'll have to say that this particular, for example, this column is a date column if you believe, if it is there. Here it is all text. So you can go ahead with the general or the text, whichever is there. In certain situation, you might say that I want to import only first, third, and fifth column. In that situation, you can select that and say do not import. Okay? In this situation, there is nothing changing there. So we'll keep it as it is. It's a safer deal to, rather than choosing B3, which is the same where it is taking, take it into the next one. So click on C3, which means, whatever original data will remain there. And from C column onwards, he will create 3 columns. So if you go ahead and now say next and finish, you will realize this is already broken. You can actually adjust the width like this. So, or if you want, you can double click. If you double click on the border of a column, it actually does auto fit, auto width. Basically it will auto fit the width. Similarly for E, now if you double click here, it will increase the width of the E column in such a way that the longest city also will get accommodated. See here. So that's also Mohapatra, Dinesh, Chaitanya, Los Angeles. So that's how we can actually go ahead and break any amount of text, any point of time. And that's called as data. Here is the menu, data, text to column.